Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe before you leave. Today's video is going to be about my Wish Beauty haul. I got a lot of products that are pretty much tools to help you with your everyday makeup routine. If you have a hard time doing liner or eyebrows, things like that. Everything was around $1 except for the brush set that I got, and it did come, it didn't really match the description. It was supposed to come with a couple bigger brushes as well as like a beauty pad sponge thing, and it didn't come with any of that. But I made a report to Wish. They issued me a refund. I didn't have to return the item, so that worked out. But anyway, let's get into the products. The first product I want to talk about is the brush set that I mentioned earlier. It was supposed to be, it is a 22-piece brush set. They were supposed to come with, like I said, a couple bigger brushes, but it didn't come with those. It came with, this is the biggest brush I got. Like, that's not gonna work for a foundation. It may work for a primer or something like that, but I wouldn't use it for a foundation. It looks like a like a regular like artist paintbrush kind of. So yeah, there's that. The handles are wood, and I believe this is plastic. I'm pretty sure it's not metal. The actual brushes, like, they feel really synthetic, but that doesn't bother me, and they work just fine. I did use one of them earlier today, even just to do my eye makeup, and it worked fine. I mean, I can't complain. They were only a couple dollars. I think they were like $4 something, whatever. So anyway, on to the next item. Okay, so the next item I want to talk about are these razors. It's a set of 6 facial razors. It's for like getting rid of your peach fuzz or your mustache, or maybe even trimming up your eyebrows. I'm using it for like peach fuzz, and I have some unwanted hairs like around my chin area and things like that. It's kind of gross. It's actually really gross. But these, they're very, very sharp, like very sharp. You can see I've kind of used this one, but the day I got them, I actually went ahead and tried them out, and like, I had razor burn on my face from not holding it correctly and things like that. Like, I had scratches on my face. My husband's like, what is that? And I was like, well, you see, what happened was, so just be careful using them. Like, you really don't want, like, big red marks going down your face. So, yeah, warning on that. On to the next. So the next product I want to talk about is this cut crease stamp. It's a little skinny for your eye, and on the product page it shows you can paint the eyeshadow on here and then stamp it on your eye, but honestly that does not work at all. I didn't try it, but I just know that this isn't big enough. It's not wide enough for my eyelid. So what I did was go ahead and paint the concealer on it and then stamp it on my eye for the cut crease effect. And it worked really well for that. It does come with, there are different product pages and different types of these that you can order that have a different size rubber piece, interchangeable tops, interchangeable rubber pieces, things like that. So I would recommend getting one of those. They might be a little bit more expensive than this one was, but I really think it'd be worth it, especially if you want to try to use it for eyeshadow. Like I said, I don't know how that works. I didn't try that, so it may work. I don't know, because it wasn't the greatest for the concealer either. So anyway, on to the next product. So the next product I want to talk about is the Knockoff Shape Tape. I got 2 of these. One of them is a little dark for me. The other one, I didn't try it out yet, but it should be around my shade. You can see that the doe foot is not the same as normal Shape Tape. It's a lot smaller, and I'll do swatches of everything that I can swatch at the end. But this is a lot thinner than Shape Tape. I'll show you the comparison too. And this is real Shape Tape. You can, like I said, you can see the difference in the doe foot. This doe foot has like a divot in it to collect more product. the Knockoff doesn't. So yeah, and I'll go ahead and show you the other shade I got too. I ordered 01 and 02 on the product page of the one that I ordered. There's this one and this one. You can kind of see the shade difference there. So yeah, like I said, I'll do swatches at the end. So on to the next. Product I want to show you guys are these cotton pads. They are to stick on the side of your eye to make sure that your eyeshadow stays where you want it, or to help with wing liner, or to stick under your eye to make sure that the fallout from your eyeshadow doesn't stick to your concealer under your eye. There's two different adhesive backings that you can pull apart separately. That way, like, your foundation doesn't pull up or whatever. The only issue I had with these, I did try them out, and when I tried them with my foundation already on, they did not stick very well at all. And I don't know if maybe I was sweating a little bit or something like that, but they just did not stick to my foundation at all. It was bad. So, on to the next product. While we're on eyes, I want to go ahead and talk about these eyebrow stencils. They come in a set of 24. There's 24 different shapes. Here's one. No. They have this little perforation that you can pull out so that you can just stick it up here and draw it in. They have more straight ones, more arched ones, but they come in a set of 24. So if you have trouble with your eyebrows, they seem to be alright. The only thing is you kind of have to hold it up here, and I feel like it would slip around. I haven't tried it yet. I probably should have, but it's exactly as it shows on the product page. I just don't know if I'm coordinated enough to hold it up here and draw. So, I don't know. I guess we'll find out. On to the next product. Okay, so the next product is this eyeliner. It has a stamp end for a wing, and then a felt tip for the liner. And then it came with these stencils to help with a wing liner. They're cat shaped. I thought they were cute. I don't know that I'll use them. They seem kind of hard to use. Like, you'll have to hold it up while you trace it. There's no sticky. There's really no instructions. There is another product page for the same product that you can look at, and it does have instructions. So, and I'll swatch this too at the end, but I want to go ahead and show you guys the felt tip and the wing tip. This is the felt tip for the wing. I did try to use this, and it was kind of awkward. So, in here, I got the thin version of the felt tip instead of the thicker version. So, I mean, there's that, and like I said, I'll do swatches at the end. On to the next product. The next product I have for you are these glitter eyeliners. They're really, really pretty. They definitely have a lot of color to them and a lot of glitter. And you can see that just like this, and like everything else, I'll do swatches at the end. And I will go ahead and show you guys the tip of that one. That way I don't have to pull them all out of the box and all that. But I will swatch all three of them. And they are sold separately. They're $1 a piece. It's not bad. And it's a very, very thin little brush. So, I mean, it will work for an eyeliner. And you can do decorations and things like that. The only thing with that is they take a while to dry down, for one, and for two, the brush, you have to dip in a lot, and you can only do like small lines at a time. Otherwise, it, like, I don't know, it moves. Like, the glitter doesn't, it's not super concentrated, and it's not very easy to move around when you're trying to work. So, on to the next product. Right, the next thing I have for you are a set of 6 lip liners. Let's see. That's a little better with the color. They are just pencil or lip liners. I don't know, they're not super creamy. They're a little bit hard to work with, but they were $1. So you kind of have to look at that when you're judging a product, as how much they cost. And I used this one time and you can barely see the color in it anymore. So I have to sharpen it eventually, but I mean, you get what you pay for, as with anything else. Like I said, I will do swatches at the end of everything that I've shown so far, and on to the next product. The next item I have for you guys is these knockoff, I'm pretty sure they're knockoffs of Huda Beauty Gemstone Obsessions palettes. I did have one or two of them that had one shadow broken, and then I mean, that's not a big deal. I can fix it, and I can do a video for you guys on how to fix eyeshadows that are busted. These have really pretty colors in them, and I will do swatches at the end. I'll go ahead and show you guys the colors, though. This is one of the ones that have like a broken shadow, and I don't want to dump it, because I do plan on fixing it eventually. There's this one. This is another one that has a broken shadow. You can see this brown right here is broken. I mean, they are really pretty colors. It just depends on how pigmented they are, if they're not patchy. I'm assuming they're not going to be the greatest shadows ever. I did try to record this video last night, and I did do some swatches and kind of played with it a little bit. I'll insert a photo of I did an eye look with it, and I'll show you guys that. There's the emerald one. Alrighty, that's it, and on to the next product. I just knocked everything over. That was great. Alright, these last two items are not makeup related at all. I just want to go ahead and show them to you because I did receive them, and I do have a couple more things that I'm waiting for. So I'll go ahead and throw these in, and I'll probably do an updated video or another video when I do get the rest of my order. And the first thing is these clip-in bangs. The only thing with these is, I mean, they are pretty, they are cute. The only thing you can really use them for is photos, though, because they're very thin. Like, yeah, you can see where they're attached. And then the clip, the teeth are way too close to the clip, so you don't have, it's not the easiest thing to clip in at all. Like, I couldn't get it to stay in. I got it in for a picture. And if I do use these, they will need trimmed. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure I paid $1 for these two. So, as I said earlier, you get what you pay for. On to the next thing. Okay, this next item is a strapless backless bra. Okay, this is what it looks like. Let's see the side detail. Okay, and I did get a D cup, but I'm not sure it will fit. I haven't tried it on yet because a lot of the reviews say that it's really only sticky enough for one wear. So I'm going to kind of wait and wear it because I got it for a very specific shirt, so I'm going to wait until the next time I wear it to try it. And it does have, it doesn't have the sticky where your nipples will go, so I mean, we all need protection for the nipples, right? And I'll show you how sticky it is. I mean, it seems incredibly sticky. So, and it's like the sticky part is like a goo. It's really jelly. So I'm assuming it will stay, and I don't know if I'll be able to wash it and still have it be sticky. I'm not really sure how it's gonna work, but I'll definitely let you guys know. So, I think that's it. I think that's all I have. I'm gonna go ahead and do swatches for you guys of the eyeshadow, the glitter liners, the lip liners, as well as the concealers. Okay, so the first product I swatched was the concealers. And you can see the top one here is the actual Tarte Shape Tape. And then the other two are the two knockoffs of Shape Tape. And I just did one dunk and one swipe of all of them, so you can definitely see the difference. The original Shape Tape is a lot thicker and will be a lot more full coverage. So the next swatches I have for you are from the Cat Eye Eyeliner. This right here is just the stamp. This right here is the stamp with like a stripe colored in. And then right here is just one stripe of the liner. I don't know, like the stamp, I had to stamp it a couple times on the back of my hand, but that's the back of my hand. I don't have any primer or anything like that on my hand. And the liner seems to work pretty well, so I can't really complain about that. I have not tried it yet, so we'll see how that goes. Okay, the next swatches that I did were for the glitter eyeliners. You can kind of see what I mean, like the pink I had to go over it a couple times, and actually the silver was the hardest to work with because it does get clear and doesn't have as much glitter at some points. So I did have to go, and I did have to do the pink a couple times. You can see like the line from the brush is in there. So let's do more swatches. Alright, these are swatches of the pencil lip liners. I did all 6, and they're all kind of a nude color because I love me some nude lipstick. I don't like dark colors on myself because I feel like it washes me out and it just doesn't look right. I don't like it. So I got the nude options of the pencil lip liners. There is a darker option for those as well if you're interested. So the first set of eyeshadow swatches that I have are from this green palette. Here's what it looks like. And I swatched on a really awkward part of my arm, so this is going to be kind of weird. I'll try to do it better for the next ones. I don't know if you're able to see the textures, but honestly the colors aren't bad. I don't know if you were able to see the textures or even hear me that far away from the phone, but they're pretty pigmented. I did have to dip in a couple times to get that level of pigment, so I mean, they're not bad, they're not horrible, but I don't think I would spend a fair amount of money on them. I did pay, I think, $1 something a piece for each one of these. I don't think I paid, I know I didn't pay more than $2 a piece for them. So, I don't know, they're not super chalky either. Like, they kind of are when you put them on, but they don't feel that way initially necessarily. The shimmers are way better than the mattes. So I'll go ahead and do the other 4. Okay, the next swatches are from this orange palette. And there was a couple of them that I did have to dip into a couple times, but same as the blue, or the green, sorry. Same as the green palette, the shimmers are definitely better than the mattes. My arm was kind of wet from wiping off. I used a wet wipe actually to wipe it off, the swatches from the green palette. So my arm was kind of wet when I swatched the orange. So that might help if you can maybe get it moist before you apply it to your eyelid. And I'm also not using any kind of primer or intentionally getting the eyeshadows moist, so that might help with application if you do decide to get these. But honestly, like, the Huda Beauty ones are probably way better. Well, not probably, I'm sure they are. So I'm gonna do the red palette next. So this next set of swatches is from this red palette. This is the one that has a broken one. Okay, and you're not gonna be able to see the cream color, like the very first color, because I'm super white. And again, same thing, the mattes. Well, I don't know, these mattes are a little bit more pigmented. Like it seems like the darker mattes are definitely more pigmented than the lighter ones. They are a little more patchy though. So, I don't know, the shimmers work well. I really like them. They're very nice. I think the red palette and the orange palette will be really nice for fall colors, for fall looks, as well as the green palette too. So, on to the next palette. Alright, these next swatches are from the purple palette. They actually have some really pretty purples in this palette. As with the other ones, the shimmers do work better, which I expected. Because I mean, I've always heard that shimmers are easier for labs to make than the mattes are. So the shimmers definitely work a lot better in all these palettes too. So last palette. Alright, and our last swatches are going to be from the blue palette. And this is the other one that has a busted shade. So let me know down in the comments if you want me to do a video showing how to repair broken shadows. And I can do that with these two. So again, just as we probably suspected, the shimmers swatched way better than the mattes. Like I said, I'm not using any kind of primer or anything like that on my arm. I just wanted to give you guys a general idea of what it would look like. I don't know. Please subscribe before you leave. Ring the bell. I'll be posting a lot more videos, or trying to. Let me know in the comments if there's anything you'd like to see, anything I can make better. I don't know. Thank you for watching. Thank you for checking out my channel, and please subscribe.